Go at the Albertsons and Save-On Pharmacy at 14th and Market, and I'm seeing that there is a display, and I like history, so I'm checking it out. A disc grinder from the collection of Bob Sinclair, and let's see what this does. It's grinding a disc of some sort. I'm not really sure what about it, and nothing is happening, but honestly, I really don't know what this disc grinder does, but it looks like it was operated with coal or something like that. And let's see, it says Standard Iron Works, circa 1934. And then here we see a picture of the ironworks. I bet it was hot in there. Ooh, here's more. Southern California Baking Company. I imagine these were all on the same location. Look at this. This is 1895, right? We're getting a little bit more primitive here. And Men in Front of Liquor Store, circa 1887. And these are all courtesy of the San Diego History Center. Now up here, we can see that there are more displays. I'm gonna go check them out because super cool, right? This one is a big iron wheel, and I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, Western Metal Supply Company, circa 1920. Fred C. Silverhorn and Sons at 15th and Market. Feed store, seeds and feeds and wood, circa 1930. Standard Iron Works. From the time that Alonzo Horton purchased 800 acres of languishing downtown harbor-front property for 30 cents an acre in the late 1800s and laid out his new town, the neighborhood now known as East Village became the economic engine for San Diego through the 1950s. For much of the 19th century, San Diego was a port city with access to the sea being its chief asset for moving the people and goods. Railroad service came in 1882, bringing more people and business opportunities. Overland transportation meant easier importing of raw materials, which aided San Diego's expansion into manufacturing and connecting the city to all parts of the country. From the early 1900s through the 1930s, East Village was vibrant, active, industrial, commercial, and a center, a thriving neighborhood providing workers and local business owners with nearby places to live, shop, and work. As the U.S. entered World War II, San Diego transformed East Village into a military hub. Factories were repurposed to help with the war effort. Businesses such as the Pacific Parachute Company, San Diego Parachute Company, and the San Diego Machine Company, a manufacturer of airplane parts, became core industries in the neighborhood. After the 1950s, it started to see a decline in local businesses. Land was cheaper outside of the new and growing downtown, and the once bustling warehouses were slowly and steadily emptying. Entrepreneur and businessman Bob Sinclair valued the history and architecture of the East Village, and during the 1970s through the 1990s, he acquired historic buildings and collected industrial artifacts from the old workshops. He was a master of repurposing the old and creating the new. His businesses were often located in historic buildings, and he filled the warehouses he bought with new industries. The Hazard Gold and Company building at 7th and G, Wonder Bread Warehouse at 14th and L, Rosario Hall at 13th and J, and the Broomworks Factory and Wheelworks building on J Street between Park Boulevard and 13th Street are examples of historic properties owned by Bob Sinclair. This installation is dedicated to the industrial history of the former East Village as well as to Bob Sinclair, who became part of the neighborhood's history and legacy. 4 pieces from his collection of historic machinery from East Village metalworking businesses are on display. So we saw this, which is a giant wheel. Oh, pulley wheel from the collection of Bob Sinclair. So there would have been a belt going around that. And we've seen some very large pulleys over at the Cable Car Museum in San Diego. This is Fry and Smith Printers, circa 1895. And look at that, isn't it great? All these people who work there. Southern California Baking Company at 14th near L Street. And Skippy Smith Pacific Parachute Company, circa 1942. Here is, what is this? Love gears. Oh my gosh, I love gears. A drill press. Drill press. Okay, so let's see how this works. I'm sure we're not, oh, okay, so there's a pedal. And then this is the drill portion. And I suppose this would slide back and forth, maybe, no? Something would go up and down. Okay, so this would make it go up and down, and I bet it was working through some pretty thick metal here. Not sure what. Maybe there was a pulley here that made the turning happen, and these don't turn anymore. And then it would turn this, and there had to be something else connected here. And the little gear and the bigger gear. And because think about what machining parts was like back then, right? Airplane parts. Bob Sinclair at Panikin Coffee Shop. That's quite a mustache you got there. 7th Avenue and G Street in the 1970s. There's Bob. Do you see him? There's Bob. Bob Sinclair at the Giro d'Italia, mid-1970s. Bob Sinclair in his workshop. Wow, I wonder what he's doing. And then on the roof of the Wonder Bread building in 2010. Oh, he may still be around. 2010. That was, let's see, 12 years ago. There's one more piece that is way down here. And we're going to go down and check it out. So this is great. I love it. Outdoor history. You just wander by and you just go into the supermarket to get yourself a pair of scissors, $1.35. Hello, awesome. And you find history on the sidewalk. Okay, what do we have here? This is a traction wheel, of course, traction wheel. Looks like a clamp of some sort. Okay, that obviously goes up and down. That is a crank, right? Might have to look up traction wheel. East Santa Fe Wharf, circa 1901. 4th and C Street, looking south, circa 1905. I have to say, this is a really good photo for 1905. Look at that. Has a lot of detail, right? San Diego Bay, circa 1915. Crazy. That's pretty cool. Thank you.